There was a boy who never lost a fight in the real world, but lost every single one inside his mind. He wasn't weak. He wasn't lazy. He just thought too much. Every decision felt like a risk. Every silence felt like judgment. Every small mistake replayed in his head like a broken record. At night, when the world slept peacefully, his mind got louder. What if I fail? What if they're right about me? What if I'm not enough? And the worst part? No one could see the chaos inside him. Because outside, he looked completely fine.
Morning came, but his mind didn't reset. It just continued from where it left off. In class, while others listened, he was stuck thinking about something he said 3 days ago. Why did I say that? They must think I'm stupid. I should have stayed quiet. A simple moment turned into 1,000 imaginary judgments. Someone laughed across the room, and his brain whispered, "They're laughing at you." Even when nothing was wrong, his mind created problems. Overthinking didn't ask for permission. It just took control. And slowly, he stopped living in reality and started living inside his head. Days passed, but nothing really changed. Except one thing. The thoughts got louder. He started avoiding people. Not because he didn't like them, but because his mind wouldn't let him be at peace around them. A simple conversation felt like pressure. A small decision felt like a life-changing risk. What if I mess this up? What if they judge me again? What if I regret this later? So he chose the easiest option. He stayed silent. He stayed still. He stayed inside. But silence didn't calm his mind. It made it worse. Because now, there was nothing to distract him. Just him and his thoughts. And they never stopped. One night, it got too much. The thoughts didn't slow down. They didn't pause. They attacked. What are you even doing with your life? You're falling behind. Everyone else is doing better than you. He tried to distract himself. Phone, music, anything. But nothing worked. Because the noise was coming from inside. His chest felt heavy. His breathing uneven. His mind out of control. And for the first time, he didn't feel just confused. He felt trapped. Like no matter where he goes, his thoughts would follow. He sat there in the dark, staring at nothing, and quietly asked himself, will this ever stop?
And then, in that silence, something different happened. Not a solution, not peace, just a pause. For the first time, he didn't fight his thoughts. He just watched them, like clouds passing in the sky. "They're laughing at you," the voice said. But this time, he didn't react. He just sat there and let the thought exist without believing it. It felt strange, uncomfortable, but also lighter, because he realized something. Not every thought deserves his attention. And maybe his mind wasn't the enemy. Maybe he just never learned how to control it. The next day, nothing magical changed. The thoughts were still there,
But something inside him was different. This time, when his mind said, "You're not good enough," he paused and asked back, "Is that really true?" Not emotionally, not fearfully, but logically. And for the first time, his thoughts didn't have all the answers. So he started doing small things. Speaking, even when his voice felt shaky. Acting, even when his mind said don't. Not perfectly, not confidently, but anyway. Because he understood something powerful. Courage isn't the absence of overthinking. It's acting despite it. And slowly, his world started getting bigger, while his thoughts started getting smaller.
The thoughts never disappeared. They still came, sometimes loud, sometimes quiet. But now, they didn't control him anymore, because he finally understood. Your mind will always speak, but you don't have to listen to everything it says. Overthinking didn't make him weak. It just meant he cared deeply. But now, he chose action over doubt, progress over perfection, reality over imagination. And that boy, he didn't become fearless. He just stopped letting fear decide his life.
You can either live in your thoughts or finally start living your life.